Everyone for Zymeblog. Here is Zyme again. My second, well, sixth, but second video that's actually going to be put on the site today. I'm going to review Grav Racer. You saw in my to-do manager that it was next on the list, so let's get to it. I've got my Jensen little portable speaker. That was the word I was looking for the last review, portable. Let's turn this down. Made by Cobra Mobile. Load. I don't know if you can see, but the word loading is on this. It's overall a great game, really well developed. They actually took time. You can see the animation that was put in for the menu to come down. Another game, Mouseabout. You saw in the last review that's going to be coming out, Mouseabout up here. Numba. I'm not going to touch any of them, so because they'll bring me to the App Store. There's help. You can see how it scrolls up on its own. It's really nicely developed and stuff. The music is pretty decent. But you can also go like this. It just tells you how, like, the power-ups and stuff, and how you go and stuff. But I'll explain that all. Here's options. You can do music. I just like it at 5, and then effects. I like how you can, like, oh, you can't, never mind. I thought you could, but how it, like, lets you know, it registers the touch with a little beep. You can see there. And so, here, I'll just go back. I was just showing the sound it made. You can, how to play, you could either do a single race or a competition. I'm already in a competition. I like how you can continue them and create a new one. I always continue because I'm in the middle of some big ones, because each competition is 12 races long. And oh, I didn't even explain what Grav Racer is, even though in the name it says racer. You never know. So it's like a sci-fi type racer, and you use like advanced ships that can shoot things, and they hover and stuff. It's kind of like Quantum Redshift if you had the regular Xbox. I know that was a while ago. I had one. I'm not ashamed. It still works for the 360. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. For the PSP, there was a game like it. I don't remember. I love playing it, but I don't remember what it's called. I'll try and find out what it was called and then put it up. But here I'm just going to do a single race. Now there's 4 different classes of ships that you can race in. Just like Quantum Redshift, there were Redshift, Amateur. There were 4 different ones there also. So there's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and Delta. Delta is locked right now. Usually Alpha and Beta, when you just get the game, are the only 2 unlocked, but I unlocked Gamma by beating a competition, 12 races long. It took a while. It took like 3 days. Because it's hard to get used to the different tracks, because there's turning and it's crazy. It gets pretty intense. So I'm just going to go, actually I'm going to go Gamma. So the only difference is the speed, just like in Quantum Redshift. This one's 300 miles. Oh. And this is 250. This is 200. So I'm going to go with the 300 mile an hour one. There's 3 different ships. This one's for beginners, is what it says. This one's the fastest, is what it says. This one's the toughest. I usually use this one. I've never used either of the others, frankly. I'm probably going to try out the fastest one soon, but this one's the toughest, so I'm going to use this one just like usual. So here, there's 12 different tracks that you could do. For some reason, there's no animation here, which usually for like this app, it seems like there would be animation from going from one track to another, just showing it. So I'm going to use the first one because it's the easiest, and I'm not too good with Gamma right now. So it's loading. Now you can see the graphics are pretty great. It just goes on its own. You just tilt to go, and then there's power-ups that you can get. Like, oh, just missed one. But it's there. Like that was a gun, that triangle. That's a bullet, a heat-seeking bullet, which goes. That's a mine. So you just touch here. It says drop mine. So drop the mine, and if someone goes over it, then it blows up. It's just kind of weird because it's not touching it; it's hovering over it. Seems weird. So that was the shield that I just passed. It protects you if someone hits you with a mine or a bullet. It doesn't affect you like I just got it. And you'll see in a minute that when it blinks, it means that it's blinking now, that it's coming off. And in this particular race, there's 3 laps. Some have 2 because there's long laps. And so I just got a gun, so I'm gonna fire it. And they don't always hit someone. Sometimes they blow up before they can, like you're too far behind, or sometimes they just miss, which is kind of weird because it's heat-seeking. So yeah, I'm having a hard time driving here. And so the graphics are great. There's a brake here. I've never used the brake except for right then. That was like my first time. Down here it tells you how much shields you have left or boosts you have left. If you get a lightning bolt, it gives you boost. In this level there's no lightning bolt, so I can't show you how you get boost. I have final lap now. That's really useful when it tells you the final lap, because especially in 2 lap races, I don't know that they're 2 laps. I'm just touching randomly so that I can just start the next race. So I just want to get back in the game. So overall, I'd give this app here. You can just pause it. And then exit. One bad thing is there's no restart. There's only, you can change the volume, you can exit, you can resume. No restart. I think that all racing games should have a restart until they get that. It's not going to be 5.0. It's going to be 4.5. That restart is really big on me. Also, it's a great game. The restart is really big to me because a lot of times I start out a race terribly and then I just want to restart, but I have to exit and then I have to go back to play, continue competition or single race, whatever it was, and then I have to load again. It takes just a while. If they had to restart, just loads once, it goes back in, or it doesn't even have to load maybe. I have no idea. I don't develop. I tried once, it's very hard. So I say go head out and get it. I'll look up how much it is right now. I don't keep these on hand. Usually when I write reviews, I look them up in the app store as I'm writing. And this time I didn't. So low. Oh, not Frav. Grav Racer. It's kind of weird how there's a lag. They should fix that. So it's 4 stars. I give it a 4.5. It's $6, but it's definitely worth it. You can see how it's less than 30 megabytes. It looks like it'd be a huge game, like Asphalt 4 was like 80 megabytes or whatever. It seems like this will be just as much because it's got great graphics. It's got, I think, better graphics. And here, I'll write a review real quick. Oh, I'm not going to give you my password. So, here. Load, load, load. Come on, Apple. I know you're shut down for Christmas, but you don't have to be like that. You can't do 4.5. Great app. Great graphics overall. I love playing it. So while it's submitting, that is it for this review. Check back later for another review on excuse me, Mouseabout, another game made by Cobra Mobile, brilliantly developed, and then later, even later, Flying Aces. Hopefully I'll get both of those reviews in. If not, I'll get just these 2. And I'm sorry for the cheap like movie quality. I'm just getting used to this camcorder. And also sorry for the like iMovie intros and credits. If you hate those, I'm sorry. It's the only movie editing software that I have. If you know of any free video editing software, movie editing software, etc., that's better than this, or as good, even maybe worse, I'd be willing to look at mine. That's only for Mac, though. Thank you, and goodbye.